Hey guys, what's up? Everyone, Giancarlo here with Three Swords Productions. It has been a long time since I've made a video. I have not been heavily competing in card games the past year, but it was cool, man. You know, a new Bandai game, new blood, fresh IP, fresh mechanics to play. So hey, Gundam, so far very fun. I really started playing at Gen Con. I was a little busy leading up to Gen Con. I think Gundam released the week before. And so I wasn't really putting in time into training or anything, play testing. I was just reading cards. And here I'm going to give you a tournament report about me. I got second place at the most recent PPG case tournament at Otakon. There were 51 players, and I got second place with Red Blue Pepsi Ping. Now, I can't call it a deck profile because it is not my deck list. It is actually the Talking Cards with Garrett, Ben Ferris's deck profile from the first combat. So if you guys want a much more in-depth, much more like intelligent discussion about this deck, I definitely recommend check out Talking Cards with Garrett on YouTube. Specifically, this was the video I watched. I spoke with Ben Ferris a little bit at Gen Con, and he gave me some great advice. Like I said, I just haven't really been I haven't had the time to really dig into Gundam like I want to, especially now. Now that I've been playing it, I really like it. So, hey, I was like, hey, these guys are great players. They're all better than me. Let me just listen to their advice. And thanks to that, I was able to, like I said, get second place at the case tournament. So, I will go over the deck, but like I said, not too much of a deck profile, more just like my thoughts about the game if anyone's interested in that. So we have six of the weenies. They're just really good at applying early pressure. Gun Tank. The really cool thing about this compared to One Piece, I know a lot of people watching this probably were One Piece players, is that this is not a leader game, and bases have, or I'm sorry, shields have like no inherent HP. Anything can ping a shield as long as it has one or more. So we have Gun Tank, which is a card that is a 1/2 on play. You deal 1 damage. So you do get ping damage. That's kind of the theme of this deck. It's called Red Blue Ping. Um, the thought process is that these pings allow for favorable trades and advantage. So this deck is all about getting 2-for-1s through effect damage, stuff like Gun Cannon, Anska, Kashtira, Marita. Like these are all things that allow for amazing trades. But also, you can just play this and it can break a shield. I mean, it's pretty crazy. It's not good against bases because bases all have like a higher health count, but against just like a normal shield, this is like a great card. Triple gun cannon, good early game. Has repair, which I think repair is very good in the mirror. For Rizel is just one of the best statted creatures overall. For Anska, which is another ping card, the stat line is also pretty good. Three Grandpa Gundam is what people have been calling this. Just a good, again, repair is very good. And then when it's paired, everything gets +1. So these little weenies become 3/3/2s, which make for more favorable trades or pushing through bases. Two mini Kashtira, four big Kashtira. This is like, I want to say, this is like the best card in the deck, not because it's the highest power level, but because it is the one you're going to be playing most often. I just think this card is absolutely nuts. You know, I'm trying to figure out the best way to describe it. Is you generally +2 off of it, which in this game I think is really big. Plusing two in a game where there's not a lot of card draw is how you win. So, this is good. Now, this Unicorn Destroy Mode, this is the highest power level card in your deck, but you need 12 cards in trash and 7 energy to play it, attack with it. I'm sorry, yeah, you need level 6 and then cost 4. So you need 6 resources to play this card, pair it with a Marita, give it rush, swing, bottom deck 12. So it is the highest power level, but it has the highest cost associated with its power level, as well as not being able to play it until 6 resources. So, you know, it's a little slow compared to you dropping weenies on turn 1. But having a top end in an aggro deck is, I think, pretty strong. For Amuro, Ben just said, hey, Amuro is the best pilot. I want to play a deck with Amuro in it. And after playing Gundam for 2 weeks, I don't have any disagreements. I mean, this effect is pretty crazy. Resting something allows you to super favorably trade. You combine that with repair, combine that with ping. I mean, Amuro is an absolute beast. Plus two, plus one is like pretty good stat wise. I know like the 2-2 pilots are the best for stats, but I mean, hey, Amuro is like pretty crazy. Marita also nuts. I mean, when it's linked, you get to ping something on attack. That is super plus. I mean, you get to like just kill stuff for free. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I'll go play Kashtira, equip with Marita, ping something, ping something, swing, ping it again, and then you can end up playing a gun cannon to finish it off. I mean, that is a great way to just make favorable trades. Four of the plus AP base, it's really good. So on turn one, going second, you can play your weenie. On turn two, you can break your EX base to play your new base, and then you can break your opponent's EX base before they even play a character in some matchups. Two Battle of the Aces. This is actually the only card I think I would cut. It's really good. It's a little situational. I think I'd try a couple things instead, but I mean, it's fine. Good card for sure. I mean, I killed a bunch of. I think this card just kills Wing Gundam. Funny enough, they'll like play Wing starter deck Wing, attacking your guy, and then you'll Battle of Aces it, and it's like, all right, that felt pretty good. I mean, I can't. Wing Gundam's a good card, so the fact that they don't get to like 3 for 1 off it is like pretty strong. And then Show of Resolve is a 4 of the draw two. I mean, it's Sanji's peel off in one piece. I think when you're playing an aggro deck, being able to refill your hand is like very important. That's like the only thing I really don't like about the Xeon aggro deck is that as soon as you gas out, you're done playing the game. Whereas this deck can gas out and then go a little farther because of the Show of Resolve. So we'll go over here the top 8. So Jerry got first. He is playing the exact same deck list. So I'm assuming Jerry also saw this video. So very funny. These guys were able to craft the first and second play. I can't speak for him. I'm not saying he saw it or anything, but card for card, exact same list. Giovanni was third place. He had a really cool build of GW. He played like more blockers. So we have Freedoms, Perfect Strikes, Elf Riches. Let's see what else. Yeah, we have the Ale Strikes as well, and then one Archangel, which is also really cool. So he was in Zowart. Yeah, tons of blockers, right? So I played him and I spoke to him, and he said that he is comfortable with against aggro decks because of all the blockers, and he feels that this deck is all about trying to just stall until 8 cost, and 8 cost is going to seal the deal right there. So that was his opinion. He did pretty well. I can't necessarily disagree. I don't super play the green white deck too much, so really cool. And then we had some cool blue whites as well. They were two GW and two. Let's see, what was it? It was 4 red blue, 2 GW, 2 BW. So a lot of blockers, man. I gotta tell you. So we just see the unicorn package. Interesting about this list is he's playing these little weenies. I would just assume that he's playing it to try to combat early aggression. Instead of Zowar, this kind of offers like you can attack shields with this. So in the later game, Zowar, I'm not gonna say it feels bad, but it can really only block or trade into a character, whereas this card could theoretically deal damage. Now, the only thing I would say about that is Zowart trades with Ryzel, which I think Ryzel is a very popular card, so that might be the only advantage Zowart has. And then we just have more red blue, more blue white. So anyway, what were my matchups? So the first one was blue white, round one. I think I just killed him very fast. I was able to just overwhelm him very quickly. It didn't necessarily feel like he could get his engine off the ground. Like he didn't see enough blockers to stall into his unicorn, so I was able to kill him before unicorn became a factor. Game two though, he was playing a really cool build. He was playing Strike Rogue, which is it's a 3/2, and for one resource you can untap a blocker. So kind of like Archangel on a body, and because of that, he was able to make favorable trades and then untap his blockers. So he was like 2 for 1ing me pretty hard, or he would attack my shield, untap his blocker, and then he would be able to block. So he was doing pretty good, but because I was able to clutch it with a destroy mode, again, highest power level card, he had a freedom and a perfect strike in rest mode, and he had rogue strike in active mode. So I played my destroy mode and cleared his entire board with 2 attacks. plus the pings from Marita, and he was not able to recover after that. And that felt, I mean, damn, destroy mode's like pretty crazy. Otherwise, if I didn't have destroy mode, I definitely would have lost that game. Third round was the Giovanni deck, the green white blockers. That was pretty good. He did not see any Zowards, so it was turn 3 before he played a blocker at all. And by the time he played a blocker, he played Elfrich. I already established my Ryzel. So I play Ryzel, pass. He plays Elfrich, and I had an Amuro. So I was able to go Amuro, trade favorably into your blocker, deal 2 damage, pass. And he followed that up with a bird mode. So I was able to then just put him to like 1 health, and I passed. And so then he played double blocker. But at that point, I had enough bodies that I could swing through the blockers and the shield. So that's kind of the problem with GW, is that sometimes you just gas out. Not gas out in the sense that you don't have any resources, but you get overran by the aggro deck pretty heavily. And even though he's playing like all these additional blockers, because he just missed one of them, my Ryzel was able to just like completely overtake his board, which that feels really bad. I mean, there's no search or for this one card, so like the fact that you don't open with it means you have like a much worse matchup against like my one card that I also can't search. So like that might be something that like is whatever, but and then round 4, I played against my buddy Corey, who was playing the Shenlong version of Green White. So he was playing Chao Wu Fang with Shenlong, and he got to his 8 resources, and I slammed 2 Grandpa Gundam. So he's at 7 resources. I put him to 1 health, and he's gonna go to 8 resources. I clear his board, so I trade my. I'm like, okay, look, um, he's at 1 health, and he had a Wing Gundam in rest mode. So I trade my 2 little weenie guys into his Wing Gundam. Um, he also had a base, excuse me. That's what it was. So I ping his base, or maybe he hit base off of life and I couldn't clear it. So I swing my 2 little 1/2/2s into Wing Gundam to kill it. Play Grandpa's double Grandpa, and I pass. And so he has 1 life, no base, 8 resources. If he slams 8 drop, then the game is over because I just go Grandpa swing, Grandpa swing. And so he ended up having to like try to do something else, but he only had 3 cards in hand. So he ended up playing like 1 blocker, and then I had an Amuro in hand, so it didn't matter. So it was just like, um, yeah, against the GW deck, you want to save these like 4 health guys, like the Grandpa Gundam, the Kshatriya. You want to save them against for their Wing Zero turn essentially, and that was how I was able to win that. He didn't play Shenlong against me. I don't know. He played it like raw without a pilot. I don't know if he just didn't. He didn't. He probably just didn't draw the Chao Wu Fang. But I think that package is really good against this deck because you can like you don't take damage against guys with 3 or less AP. So you are just able to attack into like my little dudes for free, and it gives you favorable trades. Again, I think if this deck is going to lose, it's because you're able to slow it down and run me out of resources. So any card that allows you to like 2 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 2, like anything that gets you a +1 is going to be pretty good. Then I played the mirror against Jerry, and I did lose. I just made a misplay. If I had made the misplay, we talked about it because I wanted his opinion afterwards. I would not have. So I made a misplay that caused me to immediately lose. That does not mean I would have won the game, but not losing is better than losing, right? So it's okay. We're all human. I asked his opinion after he told me I think he was correct. So I'm just going to try to take that and learn. And next time I'm in that scenario, hopefully I'll make the right play. And then we played against Shenlong plus blocker. So it was against Alan. He was playing the Shenlong version plus I think he was playing more blockers. So he was playing Freedom Strike and I'm sorry, Perfect Strike and Freedom. So that was really cool. This one I think I just kind of high rolled him. I opened every turn. I played like 2 bodies, and he like bird moded twice, and it just wasn't good enough. So by the time he had like 6 resources in order to play like his duo, his Deathsight duo, he played it, and then I just killed him the next turn because I had way too many bodies essentially. So I think this deck's pretty crazy. I unfortunately have just not played enough Gundam to really give like a full opinion on the meta. I think aggro is very strongly positioned, but I believe that these other colors can adapt to the aggro deck. Now that the aggro deck has won like so many tournaments at Gen Con and at Otakon, it's like, people are going to see that and they're going to say, hey, instead of trying to play duo, maybe we drop duo and we lower our curve. Now, I'm not saying that's correct or whatever. I'm just saying that could be possible. Same thing with the blue white. Maybe there's a version of blue white that does well against red blue. Maybe Xeon aggro. Or I guess not Xeon aggro, but like maybe there's a version of Xeon ping that can beat red blue ping. I don't know. I'm sure people will find a way to beat this deck. Or I don't know, maybe this is the best deck. I'm not saying it either way. But yeah, that was it. So it seems like the past 2 weeks have been very good for this deck. I am excited to see how people adapt. I do think there's a version of green white that can keep up with this deck. You just kind of have to build to it, and that is something I'm kind of excited to see how people change this deck up to more heavily combat this. Because I just like I'm a Gundam Wing fan. I think pretty much anyone who was in America who's my age who likes Gundam just likes Gundam Wing. So when the game was first announced, this was the deck I wanted to play, and I was quickly like destroyed by the aggro decks, and I didn't want to play it anymore. So but it was cool, man. I think Gundam's a really good game. I'm excited for set, just to kind of see where set one goes. I think I don't want to like trash talk any other games, but I played pretty much every Bandai game. I would say this is one of the better ones. Deck building is very important again, which I like, and hopefully I like Dragon Ball the best because it's the most like consistent. The only thing I really want out of this game is a little more consistency because there's not a ton of draw power, not a ton of searching. A lot of the game feels like you're playing off the top, and sometimes you get rewarded for playing off the top, but that's okay. I mean, that's just a card game. But other than that, yeah, thanks for watching. We'll probably have more Gundam content. Subscribe to us, subscribe to Talking Cards with Garrett, and more deck profiles will hit the channel soon. I have a really cool red green Xeon ping from this weekend that got top 16, so look forward to that.